everyone.
Hello everyone.
So we are back with a new video. So today's video is a very great news that we want to share with all of you all. So he'll take you through that.
So the news is that IRCC has issued a new statement. So if you have a COPR and if it is issued prior March 18, you guys can travel now. That's the best part.
That's an amazing news right now.
So what they've mentioned in the statement is that apart from COPR, those who are holding a PRV, permanent resident visa, even they can travel as well, even if it's expired. The only clause is that if they are planning to travel, definitely they should raise a web form from the IRCC website. This, if you go into IRCC website, which we have given the link below, once you go to web form, you'll have to input all the details. It's a step-by-step process. It's very easy process. Just fill this in and inform IRCC when was the COPR expired and when you're planning to travel. With all this information, they'll get back to you with the final decision, which will be positive for sure, because if you are planning to travel for indefinite period, means you're gonna settle down in Canada, then definitely they'll give you full go ahead on this matter.
Okay, so according to this, do we still have to maintain the quarantine period?
Yes, no questions asked on that. Quarantine period of 14 days is mandatory. So the quarantine period, or the place where you quarantine, is always your final destination. So even if you have a connecting flight from Toronto to different province, never mind, your quarantine would be at the last destination. And there are a few more things that you should be aware of. Always carry the proof of fund, proof of address, the place where you're going to stay for your quarantine or a lease agreement.
Basically, during this phase, they actually want to know, and actually they want to see is that we are going to stay here for a longer period and not for a soft landing that we normally would do earlier.
Before pandemic.
Yeah. Yes. So they want us to stay here for a longer period. So the address proof could be basically your lease agreement, and also you need to show a proof that you're going to for the initial 14 days you need to quarantine. So you need to have a proof for that. Sometimes the building management people don't let you all quarantine in their premises for the initial 14 days. So in such cases you might have to have another address proof for quarantine. So it could be an Airbnb, or it could be any other apartment that you come across. You can find them online.
Any temporary apartment that you come across. Some realtors give it for
a short
quarter or a 6 months period.
Or sometimes even 1 month basis too. So accordingly, you will have to get your address proof sorted. So, and also not just the address, you will also have to
the proof of fund. And also you need to show that during those 14 periods, since you cannot step out of the house, you need to show that your groceries and your stuff that you would require in those 14 periods will reach you. So in such cases, normally what we have heard from our friends after they landed is that they coordinated with their Airbnb hosts, and they were the ones supplying the grocery and stuff for them during those first 14 days. So I'm sure every host they
support people coming from abroad and help during those 14 days for sure.
Apart from that, as mentioned, carry a proof of fund, and if you're having an employment letter, that's also good to carry if you have. It's not mandatory.
It's not mandatory. If you have a letter from your employer, that will obviously add up to your profile saying you have a need to come to the country right now.
But before travel, be sure you raise a web form before you travel, stating that your COPR expired on so and so date, and on so and so date you want to travel. So once you fill this in,
they will revert back to you.
They'll revert back to you.
According to your profile, they revert back to you with whatever way they can communicate.
They'll revert back saying that you are good to fly.
Okay, also on the website they haven't mentioned anything about redoing your PCC or your medical. So we're just assuming that with the same COPR profile they're going to carry forward. So just hoping that they don't make any changes to it.
That's a good news. Even they're not mentioned specifically, but ultimately if that's true, then you don't have to go behind
on a lot
PCC
of time and money.
Medical certificate. So
that's a great thing.
It's a good thing.
So all the best.
I know many of my friends even who resigned back in Jan and Feb just to travel in March and April.
Yeah.
But
that's a great news
but it's a great news for those guys. You need to take a step ahead, think a step ahead right now, and if it's the right time to move, go ahead. Even I have seen update on Vande Bharat flights. They're operating between until mid of August. I think the website opened up tickets today or yesterday. I'm not so sure if the tickets are over or not, but do give a check. But if not, keep a look for the next schedule.
Yeah.
If you're in Dubai, the flights are open, and about other countries, please do check. Please do check the sites, 11 sites, and keep updated. And if you guys are going to fly with an expired COPR, please do mention this in the comment box so that we'll be aware that this was helpful for someone.
And before you take your flight, we have our journey that we took from Dubai to Edmonton. So you can have a look at that as well, hoping that will help you out in some way. And also we have another video on what to do after 14 days, like having a SIN number made and bank creation.
Yeah, so we'll give all the links for these videos right below in the description box.
And do subscribe.
Yes, please do subscribe, guys, because we can see that many of them are just viewing and going. We appreciate that, spending time for viewing our channel. But subscribing to our channel means a lot to us.
Just motivates us in a very big way.
It motivates us really well. So we will be coming with more content which is really, really informative for you guys.
So that's all for now. So all the best with all your decisions you make. And stay safe. Take care.
Bye from All About.
Bye-bye.